Ho ho ho, everyone. I hope you're doing well.
It is me, Larry Boo Clown.
This video is coming out a little bit late, and I do apologize for that. But I could not let this Christmas season go by without talking about one of my favorite classic Christmas movies, Twas the Night Before Christmas.
From the creatives of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and Santa Claus is Coming to Town, here is yet another holiday classic, Twas the Night Before Christmas. This is about Santa Claus being upset with the town because of a letter he read in the newspaper, which back then would be like a tweet in today's world. Some post on social media. Santa Claus had read this and decided he didn't want to visit this town. So he returns all the letters and everyone's like, why? And then they find out, and this guy, Joshua Trundle, he's a clockmaker. He can make a clock that plays a song for Santa that will make Santa happy and want to visit town. So, yeah, let's see the story.
If only I could sleep. If only I knew.
'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. Well, I'm stirring.
No, it looks like you're reading.
We got trouble, the boss and me. Big trouble.
So this mouse is apparently an employee of Mr. Trundle, and I would say he has big trouble if he's employing mice. I mean, that has to be illegal in some way. I mean, come on. What's he paying this mouse in cheese?
The trouble began 2 months ago when the mailman came.
Oh, they have their own mouse mailman. That is so cute. But unfortunately, he does not bring good news.
This isn't for us. It's for Santa. So is this. And this.
And this.
I always found it weird that the parents also wrote letters to Santa in this movie. But truthfully, if there were a real Santa and he would bring me a gift right now, I would write him a letter too. So, who am I to judge?
To buy a dressing. What does that mean, Father?
But Santa doesn't want our letters.
But why?
I don't know, Sarah. I don't know.
The same thing was happening all over.
So it's not just the mice, it's the humans too. So apparently Santa is mad at this entire town.
Boys and girls got their letters back from Santa. No one knew what it meant. But we grown-ups knew one thing for sure. We were going to do everything we could to find out.
And Santa is going to pull a Willy Wonka on you, Grandpa Joe, and he's going to be like, you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
While the people were storming the village hall and the mayor was wishing he was somewhere else,
Now, if this was one of those movies where people didn't believe in Santa and thought he was fake, I would be like, yeah, this would be a good response from the mayor. But this is apparently a movie where everybody believes in Santa. They believe he's real. They believe he's going to bring them gifts every year. So, I mean, I guess his response is basically, look, people, I'm the mayor. I don't have real connections outside of this town. What do you want me to do?
Have no fear, Father Mouse is on the case.
North Pole Substation.
This is Father Mouse in Junctionville. Am I coming through?
The equipment is in working order.
Oh, well, listen, we want to know, What's the matter with Santa?
Well, let's see. He enslaves reindeer and dwarves. He's really overweight. His diet is nothing but milk and cookies.
I'll be specific. How about these letters that all came back? Not even opened.
Well, thank you for clarifying that.
You did say Junctionville, sir.
Yes, Junctionville.
That explains it, sir. Santa didn't like that letter in the Junctionville register, sir. That one there.
Letter? What letter? Who wrote it?
If Santa is real in this movie, and he knows everything, surely he would know that not all of us wrote that letter about him. But, plot convenience.
Wish I knew. It was signed all of us.
Hello.
Well, that was rude.
You, Mr. Mayor.
Citizen, they're not allowed in here. This is public property.
This one says he has an answer to our problem.
Then show him in. Show him in.
So Trundle comes in and he tells the mayor and the councilmen that he has this marvelous idea to make Santa visit their town. And some of these guys could not care less, especially this guy. I mean, only one of them, if you watch, pay attention, aside from the mayor, who I don't even know is paying attention or not. But there's only one of the councilmen actually paying attention. One's sleeping, the other two are just staring off into space. But he plays it, and the mayor is impressed. And apparently everyone else is, except for the guy who is taking a nap, who could not be bothered with this. The mayor seems to be enjoying it, and another guy seems very interested now. But, still, the other two don't care.
I move to authorize construction at once.
Second.
This guy is going to sit there and pretend like he heard everything going on. Sure you did, buddy. He probably just said second in hopes that that would end the meeting early so he can go back to his house and go to sleep. Because he is working so hard after all. He deserves a good rest. Meanwhile, the Mouse family finds the letter and they think they know who wrote it.
Big words. It sounds like the mayor.
That would be hilarious.
Long words. Long words. Long words.
Oh, no, it couldn't be.
Albert?
So apparently the Mouse family has a secret son they keep locked away in their basement.
Yes, Father.
There's something we've got to talk about.
I said, yes, Father.
Yes, Father, what?
I wrote the letter. My friends and I, that is. Dear editor, Santa Claus is a fraudulent myth rooted in...
Enough.
Write another one, right away, apologizing.
But I can't.
Why not?
That letter was true.
So everyone in this town believes in Santa. Every mouse, every person believes in Santa except this small group of mice. Maybe 3, 4. How many friends does this kid have?
You don't know as much as you think because you only think with your head. So you have a lot of trouble believing in things you can't see or touch.
So he's basically a skeptic. There is nothing wrong with questioning stuff, in my opinion. But if you're just going to flat out say, hey, this isn't real, I mean, how do you know? Nobody really knows what's real and what's not. We don't know, there's quite a few things up for
About
debate.
fairies and leprechauns on St. Patrick's Day.
That's not what I was talking about, but hang on. Did he just turn into a leprechaun? Please, sir, do go on.
How about just about everything that makes a holiday gay? There's more heart to the world and meets the eye. When doubt's in your mind, give your heart a try. Let up a little on the wonder why and give your heart a try.
So Father Mouse sings this rather catchy song to his son in hopes that his son will start to believe in magic and fairies and Santa Claus and all this wonderful stuff. But he's still pretty skeptical afterwards.
Here's our first example of how you ruined everyone's Christmas with your opinions.
Wow, the mood had just shifted dramatically. It goes from happy, upbeat to, hey, look at these dying kids whose Christmas you ruined because of your dumb opinion.
There's Davy Thomas, best artist in school. He made that picture of Santa when he thought that Santa cared.
So sad. I mean, this kind of represents growing into adulthood when you realize, oh, it's not all real.
These are just kids. Grown-ups never believe in Santa.
Don't quite know everything, do you?
Well, if you didn't keep them locked in the basement.
Mr. Trundle's been hard at work making a special clock. There's the motto. When the clock strikes 12 on Christmas Eve, it'll play a song welcoming Santa.
Father Mouse is trying to show his son Albert that even adults do believe in Santa Claus. But again, Albert has to be Albert.
What's the matter with you? You want to wake everyone up?
That's pretty neat.
He totally doesn't care if everyone wakes up.
Does it work on a gear and pinion principle or an AC synchronous motor?
Well, it's more of a gear, what?
Wait a minute, doesn't Father Mouse help Mr. Trundle? So shouldn't he know what he's talking about?
Synchronous who?
Ever since Copernicus died, it was known that...
Never mind. You may know algebra, son, but this time the whole town's counting on this clock.
So we have a big invention, a curious person, our mouse, and the movie's only halfway over. I wonder what's going to happen at the ceremony. Let's watch, shall we?
And now, Mr. Trundle, if you will start your magnificent clock and its song that will make Santa Claus our friend again.
With pleasure.
Now, gee, I wonder what could have happened. Could this professional clockmaker be a con artist? Or could curiosity had gotten the better of the intelligent son of Father Mouse? Let's continue watching, shall we?
After the clock went kerplooey, life changed for Mr. Trundle. No one trusted him anymore.
Please, come back. I'm still a good clockmaker, really, I am.
This reminds me of the story where I think Albert Einstein supposedly wrote down a whole bunch of multiplication problems on the board, and he solved all of them except for the last one, and people started laughing at him because he had the one wrong. But he had everything else right. And yeah, that is pretty much how life is. If you do one thing wrong, people are going to focus on that. And they're not going to focus on all the good you do. They're going to focus on that one bad. So, yeah, Mr. Trundle might have been a good clockmaker. He might have been the best at it, but he messed up on a big project he did by himself. According to this story, he did it by himself. This is probably the first time he ever did this. It would have probably been better if he had more people helping him. But Again, it's for the plot, and help probably isn't in the budget for this town. Any extra money has to go to the sleeping guy, right? So Mr. Trundle goes to fix the clock, but they won't let him because they don't think he can fix it since he did not do a good job the first time.
Is that what he says? Well, let me tell you something, Trundle. Of all the incompetent, insolent purveyors of chicanery that I have ever... oh, heck, go home.
So you're not going to let the only clockmaker in town, supposedly, because they don't have anyone else trying to fix it, you're not going to at least let him try to fix it? I mean, this goes back to what I said. You make a mistake and people are going to focus on that. Unfortunately, that's life.
Winter came and things got tough for the Trundles. And if you think they had it bad, we'd have swapped our whiskers for a peanut shell or a round ripe apple seed, but meals don't fall from empty tables.
Man, this is sad. This is really, really sad because the guy worked hard, and you'll find out why the clock actually messed up pretty soon. And yeah, they don't deserve this, but it's just like I said earlier, how one mistake can really mess up everything for you. One little tiny mistake can just ruin everything you worked so hard to build.
No sense in hanging stockings, Dad. There's no one to fill them this year. Unless you believe in miracles.
Now, don't go saying that.
And here we go, song 2 of a parent trying to bring positivity to their child's life. I'm all for this. I enjoy both of these songs. Even A Miracle Needs a Hand and Give Your Heart a Try. Both of them are wonderful, uplifting songs. And, it makes people happier. It gives them hope. And that's what Christmas is all about. Or it used to be, anyway.
You hope, and I'll hurry. You pray, and I'll plan. We'll do what's necessary, 'cause even a miracle needs a hand.
Albert overhears this and is overcome with emotion and realizes the mistake that he has made and the lives that he has ruined.
Even a miracle needs a hand.
What is it?
My fault. All my fault.
Father Mouse thinks Albert is thinking, oh, I ruined everyone's Christmas because of the letter. No, wait. He finds out Albert actually did way, way more than just write a letter.
You broke the clock?
I didn't mean it, Father. I'm sorry. So sorry.
It's not enough to be sorry. When you've done something wrong, you have to correct the thing you did.
Knowing who your son is, why would you say that to him? Because you know what he's going to do. Unless you really believe your son can do this, which maybe Father Mouse actually has some faith that his son knows how to actually fix the clock. And maybe that's why he said it.
Mouse? Merry Christmas, Mr. Trundle.
I found the clock killer for you.
My older boy, Albert. First he insulted Santa, and then... I can hardly say it.
Go on.
I'm afraid he got into your clock to see how it worked, and then...
Kerplunk.
Kerplooey.
So, that was it.
The boy has repented. He's trying to make amends right now.
Wow. Your life gets ruined, you find out why, and you're not even mad at the person. That's character for you. Mr. Trundle is one of a kind. So Albert is trying to fix the clock in time for Christmas, while his father is pacing the floor, wondering if it can be done. But like I said, he probably has faith in his son.
No chimes, no song, no Santa.
Not a sad ending. I can't watch. So, are the carolers just singing randomly at midnight?
Christmas snow is falling, carols fill the air, but
It's a miracle. So it appears Albert has done it. He has saved the day, and just in the nick of time, because here comes Santa Claus. And he's coming, and he hears the music, and he's happy. And everyone is full of joy. Of course it was going to be a happy ending. What do you expect? It's a Christmas movie. Most of them have a happy ending, right? So Mr. Trundle narrates how Santa looks, Santa leaving gifts, and yeah, he just comes down the chimney. He looks at the family. He's like, "Hey everyone, how you doing? I'm just here to give you toys and stuff." And, the children are like, "Oh, look, Santa's got a beard." But, yeah. I wonder if he's bringing anything for the mice. I don't see him bring anything for the mice. I just see him bring stuff for the humans. But, yeah, in the end, this is one of my favorite stories of Christmas. This is something I used to watch when I was a child. My mom and dad would watch it with me. And it's just something classic that I believe is very, very underrated. And, like, right here at the end, I think would have been a good point for Father Mouse to look at Albert and be like, "I knew you could do it, son." And, yeah, that's it. They got their Christmas, and, yep, I hope you got your Christmas too. And I hope you have a good day, night, evening, morning, afternoon, whatever time it is, wherever you are. Have a good one. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate, and have a Happy New Year. I will see you next time, and hopefully I will get a little more better with my upload schedule. Have a good one. Bye.